AITA for telling my daughter, yeah, I get it, you hate him. When he went on a father-daughter trip, edit before I get a million put her into therapy comments. We tried twice. She would just sit there for months. Even with different therapists she would not talk, she just sat there. So, I 42F have two daughters, Emma 17F and Lucy 10F. The issue revolves around my husband, who is Emma's stepfather. Emma's dad passed away when she was younger, and I remarried 3 years ago. She and my husband don't get along at all, and she makes it clear she dislikes him. My husband has tried to bond with her, but Emma shuts him out completely, refuses to talk, and ignores him. We all know she will never see him as a father figure, and we are fine with it. Here's where it gets tricky. When Emma was younger, her bio dad would take her to father-daughter outings. We have a lot of pictures of those. Lucy was too young to remember any of them. We thought it would be nice to do again, since Lucy does see her stepdad as her dad. Specifically, they would go to a pumpkin patch and then carve them. They went to the pumpkin patch yesterday and had a great time. Lucy and my husband really bonded and had a good time. The issue is Emma. She is pissed that he took over the tradition with Lucy. That my husband stole the tradition and I am disrespecting my late husband memory. I was exhausted from hearing the same arguments over and over. So, I snapped and said, yeah, I get it, you hate him, but your sister sees him as her dad and doesn't have these memories like you do. Are you really doing to ruin this for your sister? And no one owns going to a pumpkin patch. She has been pissed and calling me an insensitive jerk. She is also getting on Lucy's ass for going with my husband. My mom thinks I am a jerk here and I need an outside opinion. Save Bandit 987654321 says, NTA. Emma is allowed to feel disconnected, frustrated and hurt. What she's not allowed to try to do is harm her little sister's relationship with the man she considers her dad, let alone try to target her and make her feel guilty pursuing it. That's something it put a stop to immediately, because you're allowing a really toxic trait in her to blossom and damage your family. No one is forcing her to have a rel with her stepdad. No one is forcing her to like him. In fact, she's allowed to do things like totally ignore him when he's speaking to her, even though that's a plainly rude way to treat someone, especially in their home. But she's allowed to moan about these feelings privately to you and perhaps a therapist, but that's it. She's not allowed to make them other people's problem. She's not allowed to tarnish a happy memory for Lily. She's not allowed to constantly dump on her stepdad. Get her into therapy and make it clear that Teresa line between expressing yourself and lashing out, and that she's crossed it, and in her lashing out she bullied her sister. Mshoots 23 says, my parents tried to put me in therapy as a teenager. I asked the therapist if they were just going to tell my parents everything I said. They said, of course. So I never said another fucking word to them. Now I have teenagers in therapy and I tell the therapist in front of them, I don't want to know what you talk about. This is for the kids to have another adult they can trust and confide in. That's just my experience. Pumpkin Powerful 3292 says, NTA he didn't steal anything. Does Emma now believe that for forever now anyone who goes on a father-daughter excursion can't? How narcissistic and self-centered. That is just plain silly. The only person here who is being disrespectful is Emma towards Lucy, trying to deny her the love and support from your husband. And that should not put up with in no uncertain terms. Tell your to butt out. Thanks for watching. I love you. Follow Reddit Echoes for more.